Everything bad that's ever happened in the entire world has happened because of religions. All wars were fought because of religions. Everyone that's ever been killed has been killed because of religions. Every family torn asunder has happened because of religions. How often have we heard that these days? From, I swear, every humanist, every atheist, every Bill Maher in his television shows. They all spout this sort of thing, this perspective that somehow everything bad that's ever happened is because, I don't know, we believe in anything. Of course, it's ridiculous. It doesn't really make any sense when you look below the surface, but they will keep saying it. Regardless of the fact that most of the major wars which happened in the 20th century were pretty much non-religious. Hitler was not religious. Yes, he was raised Catholic. I'm not sure what kind of an argument that is. I don't know how many humanists and atheists, etc., I've ever met who were raised Catholic or pagans who were raised Catholic. Very often, the way that we act is actually more of a reaction to how we were raised than the religion itself. So I don't know how people try to argue that kind of a thing. Stalin's regime was definitely not religious. I don't know how many millions of people have been killed in China over the years. And I would certainly not have called those battles religious. People kill people because they want something. They kill people because they want land. They kill people because they're upset with someone. They kill people out of fear. They kill people because, I don't know, they want a woman, they want a man, they want something the other person has. But the idea that it comes about because of religion it almost makes my teeth hurt. You see, religion is a great excuse, and it is. When we had the Holy Wars, the Crusades, they were supposedly because of God. They were supposedly because the Christians were going to take out the heathen Muslims. Now, of course, when they got there, they found out that the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims actually got along pretty well, and they were doing just fine until these other Christians came in and slaughtered everyone. And it was completely absurd. The truth of the matter is that the Pope simply used this as an excuse to go take over a big bunch of land and get a big bunch of money. That is the only reason we have ever needed to do it. So yes, of course, religion has been used, but all kinds of ideologies are used as excuses, including philosophical ideologies. It's interesting when people like Bill Maher will say, well, yes, but once people believe anything, they've become another religion. I heard him say that about both Stalin and Hitler. Well, yes, but they created these ideologies. Okay, well, don't you believe in an ideology? All of us believe in ideologies, even philosophical ideologies. Anytime we believe that what we believe is true and what someone else believes isn't true, that becomes an ideology, and that can certainly become a dangerous ideology. Omnism could be a dangerous ideology. Imagine several hundred years from now if, say, somehow Omnism became a major religion or a major system of beliefs, because I still hate quite calling it a religion. But imagine enough people believed that. And they started believing that the only way to believe was to believe in everything. Well, it wouldn't take long before we were saying, well, everyone who only believes this and that, they're wrong. And maybe we can go take over this country because those people believe in one thing and not everything. Even though Omnism is a completely peaceful form of beliefs, even though the entire point of Omnism is that we all come to understand that everyone is right in one aspect or another, that very belief system could be used to oppress someone. I think we're seeing that right now with what is often called political correctness. Because while I'm certainly not against a lot of aspects of political correctness, in a lot of ways political correctness is really just being understanding of other people. But we, especially over on the left side of things, the liberal side of things, we have a tendency to decide that the terms that we use and the way that we decide to do things is the only way to do it. And then we get upset at other people. And it's hard to know where to draw the line. And I'm not saying in any way that I know where to draw the line. I couldn't even begin to try to write up some kind of a set of laws that somehow if we followed it, we could be understanding of people and yet somehow not be oppressive to other people for the way that they put things, because that's just the growing pains of a society. Coming to realize that we do have to be understanding of groups of people without oppressing people. And that's hard. It is not difficult whatsoever for the oppressed to become the oppressors. In fact, it's what almost always happens. In fact, my greatest fear is the nightmare, the very idea that one day omnism would indeed be used to oppress people. And maybe one day it will. And I just hope that one day Omnist will look back on people like myself, on videos like this, and say, maybe we should stop. Maybe we've gone too far. Maybe that is not where we were supposed to go. Because the only thing that ultimately we can accomplish in this kind of philosophy, this kind of a belief system, is peace. That's all. Coming to realize that this constant dog-eat-dog reality that our entire society lives in, all of our societies, the entire human race, that at some point that circle has got to be broken. Because unless that circle is broken, we can't move on to the next circle, whatever that is. I'm the Urban Omnist, looking forward to that circle.